Hey, welcome back everyone. If you're following along, this is part, what is it, four of my walkthrough of Geezer the Warlock in Neverwinter. We are level 4 now, part 4, level 4. So far we've been 1 level per part, but I don't think that will continue. I'm trying to keep the videos kind of short, 20 minutes-ish or so. The last one ran a little bit long. And I think it's going to start taking longer to get levels, so we'll see how it goes. Where we left off last, we're supposed to meet with this Harper Windle lady, so let's talk to her, get our next quest, into the dragons, collect cultist orders, and we'll get, I think that's our first ring. Oh, one thing I wanted to do first, since we hit level 4, I think we got a new power, a new ability, so let's go down to powers and look and see. Yeah, we unlocked this other encounter power called Hadar's Grasp. Deal necrotic damage to your enemy, magnitude 300, if I hold. I'm gonna skip that, I'm gonna keep the same 3 that I've got currently. Yeah, because I like these 3 that I've got. And I don't get anything else until this next class feature at level 6. And then this general thing, more awareness at level 6. Okay. So we talked to her. We're going to talk to this guy too, because if you remember one of the previous videos, if the person has an exclamation point over the head, they have a quest to give you. And I like to
Have I told you I'm a
do, if there are a bunch of quests like all in the same area, I like to start them all at once, and then you can go out into the world and collect more than one at a time often, so I like to get a bunch of them if I can. So see that big blue area, that's where we want to go. Collect cultist orders from dragon cultists. That just means we have to attack dragon cultists, and some of them will drop stuff that we need. So let's attack these guys. I think these are little kobolds. There, we got 1. And we get a total of 10. There's another one. And then after that, that other quest says go to the Monini Crypts. We'll do that after we finish this first thing. Another dude right there. There's another couple things, 3 things. Good. We're up to 5. There's some more folks. Coming out of nowhere. Oh, there's somebody up there. Down you go. My favorite ability, Gyrate Power, knocking folks down. I love it. And there's a couple more. We've got 7. Nope, now we're done with those. So instead of returning to Harper Windle, I'm going to change this quest to point at this one. And now it'll show us where to go for that. Just follow the little trail. We're going to go in here. There's a campground, or campsite, campfire, whatever. Yeah, we gotta go way up here, but I'm not gonna bypass these things, because when I did that before, in an instance, like I think we're in, everything followed me, like really far, so they won't do that out in the main world. Like they won't follow you if you run past, they won't follow you far in the main map, main world. But in instances, they seem to. So I'm just going to slowly make my way over here. Attack all these guys. I have to find a tunnel to the crypts. Right there. One left. Enter the tunnel. So I mentioned this, and I'm going to say this a lot, but I mentioned this in a previous video, where you gotta check the floor, like when you're walking in these crypts and dungeons and things. Keep an eye on the floor, because there will be traps sometimes, and if you accidentally step on them, you're going to get hurt and maybe get an injury. So I try to avoid them if I can. If you were playing the rogue class, traps would show up for you. You would see them on the ground or on the walls or wherever they are. So then you can disarm them. But as a warlock, I can't see them and I can't disarm them. Or I can see them if I know what to look for, but they don't stand out. Like as a rogue, they would be sparkly, like anything that you can interact with. But for me, I just have to know what they look like or what to watch out for. So I will point. I know there's one right around the corner here that I'm gonna step around, and I will show it to you. See these little thingies here, these two spiked thingies, I'm sorry, these little tube thingies, those are traps, 2 of them. So if I were to step on those, they would go off and hurt me. So I did not step on them. There's another 2 right there. Actually, you know what? I'm going to set one off just for you guys. That's how much I care. I'm going to take one for the team so you can see what it looks like. Boom. See that? Spike trap hurt me. And now I've got this, it was a temporary thing, so not too bad, but so that was a really minor trap, but they get worse. Oops, and there was another one I just almost set off. Oh yeah, I should have been watching, but see that slot in the floor? That's another type of trap. I think a blade, like a spinning blade, comes up from that, I think. So yeah, you just gotta be careful. Watch where you're going. Can't get that. It's dungeoneering skill. Some bad guys. Okay, you guys are just throwing stuff. So annoying. Get him, Ritz. Get him. Hey, my loot. Give me my loot. I'm looking for stuff. I see there's something. Search that backpack. Little quartz. Nothing else in here, so we're gonna go up the stairs. Oh, and there's a trap right there at the base of the stairs. That's so rude. So we're not gonna step on that. I knew you guys were over there. Gonna sneak up on me? I don't think so. Anything else in here? No? Alright. We gotta go through the door. And we're back outside. Fight these guys. Find the main crypt. Okay. Killed 50 kobolds. Out of range. Oops, somebody's casting something at me. Is that you? That was you. I think so, Hexer. I don't like the Hexers. Get my loot over here, my little monies. Oh, there's a floating money. There's my goal up here. Guess I'll go up here since they're not going to come to me. Okay, main entrance. Enter the crypt. Complete. So now we have to defeat the captors. You know, it's funny, when I'm playing this game and recording for you guys, I have a mic plugged into the front of my PS5, and the PS5 thinks it's also a headset, so it disables the sound for me. I can't hear this. I can't hear the game or any sound effects or anything, my voice or anything. It's all silent because I have the mic plugged in. Not that I care too much, because sound isn't important in this game, but still, I think it's funny. Look, more traps. Traps all over the place. This is who we came for.
Thank you.
Zamy. Farewell, Zamy.
I'm not sure what the cultist wanted with me.
And I thought, was there something over here? Yeah, there's a chest over here.
They are searching for something that belonged to one of my ancestors.
I cautioned you guys in a previous video about some of these chests are actually mimics in disguise. You'll get to see that. You'll see them jump out at me and startle me like they always do. I can't remember how many I run into with the run from 1 to 20, but it's a fair amount. It's like 3 or 4 maybe. So it'll happen. All right, so now we're back out in the world. We don't have to kill any of these guys. We can just run past. We just have to go back to the quest givers. Go back to Harper first.
Give me a second to examine.
Thank you. And talk to you.
I'm so relieved.
Thank you. Oh, history
Miss
lessons.
Bonini said her captors spoke of someone named
We have to enter the Artisan's tomb and collect some pages and books. Or a book.
I need one of my books.
Now she wants to tell us something else. Artifact snatch. Collect Water Clock Guild artifacts. And then we'll get a shirt and pants. Okay, so we got a ring. Let's equip that. There are 2 rings. Oh, and a hood. We're gonna equip that too. Ring. Right ring. And left ring. And these, we're keeping that. This we're gonna convert to refinement points like we talked about last time. And these refinement points, move that over there for now. I need to sell this other stuff. Oh, and I can do that right here. So this little merchant, there's a number of these scattered around where you can buy stuff, but then also sell things like this. Since it's treasure, doesn't have any level requirement, you can just sell it. And this other stuff, it's garbage for me now because I have better equipment and I can't convert it into refinement points. So I'm just gonna sell those things and keep this last shard of empowerment because I'll need that eventually. All right. Oh, and that's one thing I should mention. Like for that guy, you can buy healing potions, and I have some. I have 16 of them if you look down there in the bottom left. And if I were hurt in battle or in combat and I wanted to use those, I would just press left on the D-pad and it would use one of those. You can put other things in your little, see there's 2 empty spots where you could press down or you could press to the right, and you could fill those slots with other like one-time use things. All right, we're gonna go do these other couple of quests. Follow the trail. Oh, and somebody wanted to join me. Nope. Or team up. Nope, no teaming. Said it before, say it again. I'm doing this run solo. The game is rather easy, so you don't have to team up, except, and I forgot to mention this before, but later, in like the end game, later in the game, you are able to do things that require a team. And there's one thing or a couple things that require teams of 5, and other things that require teams of 10. None of the main game that I'm doing requires that. You can do it all solo, but like that end game content, some of the tougher things, skirmishes, and I forget what else they're called, dungeons of, I think, I don't know, require teams of 5 or 10, depending on which it is. But since we're not going to be doing any of those for this, I'm just doing it solo. I know some things are going to pop up. There they are. Hello, undead peoples. So many undead. Okay. Search his bag. We found your bag, dude. We got a key. Now we have to recover 5 pages. It's up there. Dude, he should keep better track of his books, man. Okay, these guys, down, 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 they're gnolls. There's 2 of the pages. Let's get these guys first. Okay, here's one of the pages. There's another one right here. Okay. That's right. On the ground. Smack you on the ground. Until we're done. Another page. Another page right here. Final page is there. Let's get these guys first. Okay, he's done. I'm just gonna shoot these guys from a distance. Go get him, Dritz. Go. What you waiting for? Okay, now we get the page. Oops, I was still in combat. Now we recover the book. I was going to mention one thing. That said, I couldn't interact with the thing while I was in combat, even though I wasn't really in combat. One way you can tell if the game still thinks you're in combat is in the upper left corner. Very top, there's two little crossed swords, and to the right of that is a little gray bar. When you are in combat, that little gray bar turns red, like now, and it's gray or empty when you are, not in combat. So while it's red, you can't interact with things like that book or the pages or whatever. You have to wait until you're out of combat. Okay, got all those guys. Oops, there's this guy. These guys hiding over there. Get him. Okay. Give me some gold. Give me some gold. Give me the book. Return to Shadowfell. Let's go, let's go. Oh, now we can... First, let's do this other thing. I forgot about that. We got this other deal. Since we're here. It's in this area. I think we just have to fight guys in this area to collect stuff. So we'll see. There's one. There's one, and there's another one. Drop and just two. Okay. Bunch more to get. I've noticed sometimes, you know, it shows that blue area on the map, like where you're supposed to hunt for your objectives or whatever. I've noticed sometimes you can be just outside the area, a little bit outside the area, and still get what you're looking for. So the blue area seems to be a little bit loose. The edges aren't super defined or specific, I guess. But generally, you want to be inside the blue area on the map. Alright, so I completed that. Second thing, let's head back to the dude. Oh, wait a second. Where is that? There's somebody down there with a quest. You see that? See on the map down there? The question, I mean the exclamation point? Bonk. This guy. Oh, he's just gonna tell me a tale and give me a little money. Yeah. There's a few of these. I've run into a few of these before, where it's a guy, just some old guy standing around, and he'll tell you a tale and give you some money if you listen. And that's it. You don't have to do anything except listen. Click through a story, and that's it. All right, so we're gonna go to her first. Oops.
Nice work.
Get those things.
And see if we can make any
Talk
sense.
to him.
Ah, you've returned
Get
with my
that
book.
stuff. And
Apparently,
then
Mr.
go to
Mini's
Craftsman's
ancestor was
Rest in the
both a powerful member
Shadowfell
of the
and open the
Waterlock
Shadow
Guild
Lock.
and a dragon cultist with the ring of dragon
And
control.
then also her.
When he died,
Shadowfell
Activate the
tells me
Waterlock
about the
Guild
dragon.
seals.
I'm sure you
Oh, and this is something that's important. You'll receive 50 seals of the adventurer. And if you collect a bunch of those, you can start getting some good quality equipment specific to your class. But I think you need 250 per piece, so it takes a little bit. We're going to equip some more stuff that we just got. Equip that.
But you need to activate
Equip
those
this.
seals.
This is better than what we've got, so we're going to equip that. Yes. Same for this. I didn't read this, but it says if you equip this, you won't be able to trade or auction it. You'll still be able to equip it or discard it. And what that's talking about is, see how, excuse me, the Warrior's Tainted Pants, it says binds on equip, meaning it's not bound to me yet. This, yeah, it's not high enough quality. Most of the stuff you get, or a lot of the stuff you get, says bound already. Bound, which means if it's bound, you can't sell it if you wanted to. There's like a auction market place that you can sell stuff. And so if it's something you're not going to use and it's like high quality and worth a lot, you might consider selling it. So if you want to do that, don't equip it, right? Because when you equip it, it binds it to you. So since I'm not going to do that, I'm going to bind it to me. This is for the quest, opening the way, so we don't do anything with that. I'll just put it up there. Convert to refinement points. This, I'm just moving. Okay. Oh, one other thing. Let's go look at the character again. See, he's got that hood on now, which is weird because he's got horns poking through it. I don't like that. I don't like when stuff clips through. It often happens with a cape too, so I don't usually like to have capes visible or hoods or helmets visible. So if you don't want things visible, I mentioned this I think in a previous video, up at the top menu there with L1 or R1, I go over to appearance, and showing my gear, I can go down to head, select that, and say disable all visuals, and that turns anything on his head off. So anything I equip now, helmets or hoods or whatever, it won't show up. And then I'm going to do the same thing for the cape because they'll start clipping through. Different ones will. I'm going to say disable, and it goes away. Right? Okay. On to the next thing. And I don't know if this mic is picking it up, but there's a very loud jet going by, so I'm sorry if you are hearing that. Hopefully you're not. Sorry, I can't control the jets. I'm gonna light this thing. That's to go to the Shadowfell. I'm gonna do these other lower seals first. Just to get it out of the way before we go to the Shadowfell. But the Shadowfell is it's a creepy area. It's a different, it's like the world of shadows, right? So it's very creepy, and there's monsters in there. It looks different. Oh, I'm in combat because they're coming after me. I drew them to me because I ran by and I didn't go far enough away, so they were still interested in me. So let's do these two things. Got one more. Oh, these guys came out to play when I activated that. Okay, he's gone. One more. It's right here. More guys. Alright, got an assist there from other folks. We're not going back to Harbor Wendell, we're gonna go do this now. Oops, where'd those stairs go? There they are. And yes, I saw the little bit, that's loot right there, a little bit of coins. I don't care too much. It's not very many. You don't get much. And I found, you know what? I have not found a real important use for gold in this game. You can use it sometimes to buy stuff, but I just haven't found that much of a use. This is the Shadowfell. Look, it's creepy. It's weird. Colors are all leached out. Reflection of Toil. There's some trivia for you. Did you know that the world that you live on when you play D&D, the main D&D world is called Toril, T-O-R-I-L. And I find this funny. I have been playing D&D for, gosh, I don't know, most of my life, 40 years maybe. And I'm not in combat. Come on. Oh, I guess I am. Yeah, so the planet is called Toril, and I didn't know that until like not that long ago. I'm not sure why I never knew that. I just had never heard it before. So if you didn't know that, now you do. There's some D&D trivia for you. So we got to go unlock these different seals while we're in the Shadowfell. Oh, Death Hound. These guys are creepy. They jump at you really fast, and they want to cast something that I stop by smacking them down to the ground. This one's up there. Two more. Hello, soldiers. What does that say? Shadowkai. Shadowkai soldiers. Come on. You run so slow. Gloom blade. Gloom blades in a gloomy place. Oh yeah, this guy's up here. I'm gonna jump up. Let's stop. Get rid of these guys first. No casting of things, that's my job. Hey, where'd you come from? Where'd all you guys come from? Doesn't matter, you're all going down. This is the last seal, now we have to activate the Shadow Lock. Follow the little trail, follow the yellow brick road. Can I mount up? Oh, I can. I can go fast. Here comes the Shadow Lock erupting out of the ground. And of course, I have to fight stuff. Oh, there's a lady casting creepy magic at me. I need to stop her. Mister, she moved. Okay, let's activate the Shadow Lock. Done. Return to this guy. Back to full color. Excuse me, boys, passing through. Talk to her.
Excellent.
Got those seals.
Let's head to the waterlogged tombs before-
Talk to him.
Excellent. Once the
I got
physical
a packed blade, a new one, clockwork
Excellent.
tomb,
You should
and
be
when I
able to
finish
enter
this,
the
it'll be
clockwork tomb
level
via the main
5.
entrance now. You'd best hurry.
me
Harper Windle's spies report that Valindra's
Let's
troops
see if
are
this
close
is
to
better.
breaking
It
through
is.
into
We're
the
gonna
tomb.
equip that.
If Valindra gets her hands on the cult
you.
of the dragon artifacts
well get rid of
buried
that.
with Romani Manini and Freeze Azazel,
just sell that
it bodes
stuff.
ill for Neverwinter and yours truly, of course.
And oh man, we're over time again. You know what? We're gonna stop for now, and we'll come back. We're 36 minutes, so we're gonna stop and pick up next time, where we'll finish this one thing, and then we'll be level 5 after that. All right, thanks for watching. Catch you next time.